Hi, I am Alexis Gordon. I am Miss Business. I am majoring in marketing with a minor in entrepreneurship. And a fun fact about me is that I know every lyric to every Taylor Swift song. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Allison Sinkmars. I'm Miss Engineering. I'm a civil engineering major, and fun fact about me is I speak 4 languages. Go Aggies.
Hi, I'm Annie Romano, and I'm Miss Chas. I'm finishing up my first year in the Master of Social Work program, and a fun fact about me is that I've never been east of the state of Utah.
Hi, I'm Bailey Whirling, and I'm Miss Natural Resources. I'm majoring in bioveterinary sciences with a minor in biology and chemistry, as well as a major in conservation, restoration, ecology. And a fun fact about me is that by the time I turn 30, I will have hit every national park in the United States.
Hi, Utah State. My name is Brittany Miller. I'm studying math and stats education, and I am Miss Science. Fun fact about me is I love fruits. If I'm ever having a bad day, just give me some watermelon, maybe some pineapple, and I will be so happy and ready to go.
Hi, I'm Carrie Hughes, and I am Miss Greek. I'm majoring in business management and psychology. A fun fact about me is that I have a pet bearded dragon named Sushi.
Hi, my name is Clara Alder, and I'm thrilled to be representing you as your Miss Involvement. I'm currently studying psychology with an emphasis in industrial organization. A fun fact about me is one time in 2019, I went to the rainiest and coldest USU football game, and instead of taking a rain jacket, I decided to opt for the wetsuit. And this was actually a really great choice because then I got on the Jumbotron a couple times and I was super dry and warm for the entirety of the event. So next time you go to a USU sporting event that's super rainy, ditch the poncho and take the wetsuit.
My name is Gracie Watterson. I'm majoring in communicative disorders and deaf education. I'm representing Miss Education this year. And a fun fact about me is I broke my pinky in basketball and now I can't straighten it all the way.
Hi, my name is Katie Varga and I am Miss Agriculture. I'm currently studying agriculture communication, and a fun fact about me is I've lived in 8 different places, and my favorite place that I've lived was Tennessee, and I used to have a southern accent.
Hi, I'm Sadie Stevens. I am Miss SAA. I am majoring in health education and promotion with an emphasis in health science as well as marketing and strategy. Fun fact about me, I can fit my fist in my mouth. Go Aggies.
I'm Savvy Knapp. I am Miss Arts. I'm majoring in graphic design. And a fun fact about me is I am only 5 years old because I was born on Leap Day. Keep it real.
Hola Utah State, mi nombre es Tracy Soto and I am Miss Diversity. I am majoring in social work, and a fun fact about me is that I can't translate normally to save my life. And that's like having somebody standing next to me, then they say a phrase and then they pause and then I translate after that. I can't do that. So what I do is I'm usually the one with the headset on, and I translate as they speak. So it's usually like a live, really close translation. So that's a little fun fact about me.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Miss USU 2021.
My name is Caden Myers. I am a junior here at USU, and I'm studying international business. I'm a member of the Traditions Committee on the Student Alumni Association, and I am excited to be here tonight.
Hi guys, my name's Liza Hackinson. I'm a freshman here at USU. I am also on the Traditions Committee. I'm currently getting my generals done before I serve my mission in the fall, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. Just as a general reminder, this is a school event, so just make sure that we keep our masks up and we'll have a great night tonight.
We have 12 incredibly talented and diverse women competing tonight for the title of Miss USU. We are so excited to be a part of this journey with them.
After introducing each contestant one by one, each will have a pre-recorded talent show followed by a formal portion where they will state their platforms and answer questions.
Judging tonight's competition, we have 4 highly respected individuals. First, we have Sami Ahmed. Sami Ahmed served as student body president of Utah State University in Logan, Utah for 2 terms. Throughout his 2 years in student government, Sami has worked on building a meaningful connection between university faculty, administration, and students. Sami was born and raised in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, before moving to Utah in 2006 at the age of 11. He attended West High School in Salt Lake City and is a proud Panther. Sami currently studies finance with minors in anticipatory intelligence, chemistry, economics, and real estate.
Next up, we have Noelle Cockett. Noelle E. Cockett was appointed as Utah State University's 16th president in October 2016, beginning her official tenure in January 2017. At the time of the announcement, Cockett was serving as Executive Vice President and Provost at USU and has held that position since 2013. Prior to that, she served USU as Vice President for Extension, Dean of the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, and Director of the Utah Agriculture Experiment Station. Cockett joined USU in 1990 as a researcher and assistant professor in the College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences. Cockett has built a distinguished career in sheep genomics research, maintaining an active research program even while serving in various leadership positions at USU. Cockett and her colleagues published an article describing the sheep genome sequence in Science in 2014. Her current projects focuses on the identification of genetic regions associated with entropion in newborn lambs. Cockett has served as the United States Coordinator for Sheep Genome Mapping since 1993 and is an active member of the International Sheep Genomics Consortium. Cockett grew up on a beef cattle ranch in eastern Montana and is married to John Cockett, Director of Technology in USU's Emma Eccles Jones College of Education and Human Services. Noelle and John have 2 children, Dylan and Chantel.
We also have Travis Hall here with us tonight. Travis Hall is tonight's representative from S.E. Needham Jewelers. Travis is from the Bay Area. He played football as a defensive back at Foothill Junior College before transferring to USU. He is in his last semester at USU, pursuing a degree in law and constitutional studies. In his free time, he enjoys following his favorite sports teams and snowboarding. He is currently working as an engagement ring specialist at S.E. Needham Jewelers. S.E. Needham Jewelers has been a part of Miss USU for over 20 years and is donating tonight's tiara for tonight's crowned winner.
Woo! Last but not least, we have Polly Conrad. Polly Conrad moved to Logan from Las Vegas. In undergraduate and graduate school, she studied biology and ecology. Polly has 18 years of experience analyzing data to inform management decisions, and she's an advocate for women in STEM. Polly is currently a senior lecturer at USU in the John M. Huntsman School of Business. She works in the Department of Data Analytics and Information Systems, where she also serves as the Director of Teaching Excellence. She's been awarded College Teacher of the Year and Undergraduate Student Mentor of the Year awards while at USU, and she loves teaching and mentoring students. Polly also serves as a program mentor in the Huntsman Scholars Program and is a USU faculty senator. In her free time, Polly loves to spend time outdoors with family and friends, and she is an avid wildlife conservationist.
Woo. Awesome. Now let's get to know our amazing contestants tonight. First off, we have Miss Arts, Miss Savi Knapp.
Next, we have Miss Agriculture, Miss Katie Varga.
Miss Business, Miss Alexis Gordon.
Miss Chas, Miss Annie Romano.
Miss Diversity, Miss Tracy Soto.
Miss Education, Miss Gracie Watterson.
Miss Engineering, Miss Allison Sinkmars.
Miss Greek, Miss Carrie Hughes.
Miss Involvement, Miss Clara Alder.
Miss Natural Resources, Miss Bailey Whirling.
Miss SAA, Miss Sadie Stevens.
Miss Science, Miss Brittany Miller.
Let's give each of our incredible contestants another round of applause.
Now we will move on to our pre-recorded talent portion of the show.
Our first talent tonight shows the power of art and the importance of mental health. Please welcome Miss Savvy Knapp.
And I will swallow my pride. You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye. Say something, I'm giving up on you.
This next talent will have you sing, "Look at all those chickens." Please welcome Miss Katie Varga.
Hi, I'm Katie Varga, and I'm your Miss Agriculture. And today for my talent, I'm gonna attempt to train my chickens. Transfer. Transfer. Transfer.
Okay, on the count of 3, we can make him flap his arms. 1, 2, 3.
Did we do it? Good. Do it. Jump. Oh, good job. Jump.
All right, last thing I'm training them on, and very most important, is how to get through a professional job interview. I will also be judging them.
I think your dress might be my favorite. Where did you get it? Okay. What's your favorite thing about being a chicken? Yeah. Yeah, oh, okay. What's the biggest issue chickens face? Okay, what's your favorite thing about being a chicken? Yeah. I know you guys didn't participate, but would you be the winner? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. So let's play a quick game real quick. Everyone put up your hand. We're going to play Never Have I Ever, okay? So our first and only question, never have I ever been to High Fit. Okay, neither have I. And so now is a great time to start. Teaching a quick High Fit class, please give a warm welcome to Miss Alexis Gordon.
Hi, I'm Alexis, and welcome to High Fitness. Woo!
Watch me as I dance under the spotlight. Listen to the people screaming I'm more, 'cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back. So captivating when I get it on the floor. Know you've been patiently waiting. I know you need me. I can feel it. I'm a beast. I'm an animal. I'm that monster in the mirror. The headliner, finisher. I'm the closer, winner. Best when under pressure with seconds left for sure. You really want more? Screaming I'm louder. Get it on the floor. Bring out the fire and light it up. Take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit. Give me more. If you really want more, screaming I'm louder. Get it on the floor. Bring out the fire and light it up. Take it up higher. Gonna push it to the limit. Give me more. Get up off your hands. I'm in the zone. Tight, put 'em in the air.
After 17 seasons and hours and hours and hours of practicing this scene from Grey's Anatomy, I have never been able to perfect it. To show us how it is done and reciting the iconic Choose Me scene from Grey's Anatomy, please welcome Miss Annie Romano.
I lied. I'm not out of this relationship. I'm in. I'm so in. It's humiliating because here I am begging. Okay, here it is. Your choice? It's simple. Her or me. And I'm sure she's really great, but Derek, I love you. In a really, really big, pretend to like your taste in music, let you eat the last piece of cheesecake, hold a radio over my head outside your window, unfortunate way that makes me hate you, love you. So pick me, choose me, love me.
From the movie Coco to the Danes Concert Hall, we are excited to experience a moving rendition of La Llorona, sung by Miss Tracy Soto. Okay, Kaden, I just have to say, Your suit looks so good.
Thank you so much. I really like your dress too.
Thank you, Kaden. That's so sweet. So, as Kaden and I just demonstrated, a simple compliment can make anybody's day. And this next talent is to make yours. Please give a happy welcome to Miss Gracie Watterson.
Pictures of people that we think are beautiful. Oh my gosh, stop, guys. You're gonna make me cry. That we think are beautiful. We think are beautiful.
If summer is for lovers, then consider me in love.
We're beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys are so nice.
I found the one who I've been dreaming of. If friends are what you're looking for, consider me a friend. But I'll break apart and take your heart before the story ends. This is the part where we fall in love.
Aww, so we think you're very beautiful. Thank you.
Tonight, I will make you mine. I will make you mine. I will make you mine. If you let me.
We're going around and we're taking pictures of people that we think are beautiful.
Dating for the fun of it is no longer my game. I'll take all your lovers and I'll put them all to shame. Don't compare the love in the air to anyone before. Cause when you find the one you've been dreaming of, you will hurt no more. This is the part where you check yes or yes.
Karate kicking her way to the top, we're pleased to welcome the dojo sensation, Miss Allison Sink-Mars.
Like an astronaut in the ocean.
That was good.
Get your flashlights ready and your arms a swaying. Singing You Say, please give a warm welcome to Miss Carrie Hughes.
Hi guys, I'm going to be singing a song called You Say by Lauren Daigle today, and I hope you like it.
Up now, we will be pleased to watch a creative dance inspired by those that have influenced and taught Miss Involvement. You will want to snap a Polaroid picture of this one and remember it forever. Let's hear it for Miss Clara Alder.
When I set foot on campus, I met amazing people. Each person carries individual traits and talents, and I am continually inspired uniquely by these people.
Where you gonna look for confirmation? And if it's ever gonna happen. So as I'm standing at the station, it might be over soon. There I found you marked in constellations. There isn't ceiling in our garden. And then I draw an ear on you. So I can speak into the silence. It might be over soon.
Up next, we have Bailey Whirling showing us her bravery, wilderness survival skills, and absolutely professional video editing abilities as she takes us with her on her latest solo camping trip. Please give it up for Miss Bailey Whirling.
It was a beautiful Saturday in Logan. Here's my campground. It's pretty muddy, pretty snowy, but also still beautiful. So I started getting camp set up, getting my tent ready, getting my air mattress ready. One eternity later. So here's my super luxurious and ultra roomy accommodations for the night. After I got my tent set up, I decided it was time to put the hammock up and kick back and relax in the sunshine. The sun dropped behind the mountains and it started to get pretty cold, so I decided it was time to chop some wood and get a fire going for the night. Put my dinner on the fire, and I have to say it was absolutely delicious. So I forgot to pack a spoon or a fork or like an eating utensil of any kind. So I found this little stick and I just whittled it. So it has a sharp point and I'm just stabbing my food and eating it that way. And you know what? It's working. The rest of the night was spent relaxing by the fire, as well as keeping my fire going and burning my hands a couple times in the process, but nothing too bad, so it's all good. And then as evening began to wind down and turn into night, it got pretty cold and pretty dark, so I decided it was time to go bundle up in my tent and call it a night. It was a really cold and really beautiful morning as I began to take my camp down and get my sleeping bag and my tent all put away. I decided to take one last look at the beautiful scenery around me before it was time for me to head back up on the trail. Thanks for coming camping with me, Aggies.
Performing a never-before-seen rendition of the Napoleon Dynamite dance, please welcome Miss Sadie Stevens.
In this house, there's some hoes in this house, there's some hoes in this house, there's some hoes in this house.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet, make that game weak. Yeah, you dealing with some wet. Bring up and I'm out with this wet. Give me everything you got, put this wet. Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet. I'm talking wop. That's some wet. Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet. Huh?
In this house, there's some hoes 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 in this house, there's some hoes.
A unique, delicate, and beautiful talent that has never been performed before on this stage. Please give a warm welcome to Miss Brittany Miller.
Thought I couldn't breathe without you. I'm inhaling. Thought I couldn't see without your perfect vision. Thought I couldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. Thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. Thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on top. Thought it would be over, but now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm still gonna be here. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor. I'm gonna make it. I will survive. Keep on surviving.
Hello, everybody. Due to some technical difficulties, we are going to replay Miss Carrie Hughes' talent to give her the full opportunity to show off her singing abilities. So let's hear it one more time for Miss Carrie Hughes.
Hi guys, I'm going to be singing a song called You Say by Lauren Daigle today, and I hope you like it. I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Like every single lie that tells me I'll never measure up. remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing, and you say I am strong when I think I'm weak, and you say I am held when I am falling short, and when I don't belong, oh, you say I'm yours, and I believe, oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe. Thanks.
Awesome, thank you guys. So I have a joke for you guys, so please laugh.
Just laugh, it's hilarious. It's the best one.
What do you call a single person from Provo?
Any guesses?
Provolone.
Ha 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 ha. Funny. Okay. Now let's move on to the formal portion of tonight's event, where we will have each contestant share their platform and answer a series of questions. Please put your hands together for our first contestant, Savvy Knapp. Miss Arts, Savvy Knapp.
Tonight, Savvy, and Savvy is escorted by her dad. One moment. Woo! Woo! No, sorry. Here we go. Thank you. Woo! Tonight, Savvy is escorted by her father, Dwayne, also known as D Money. Despite living 6 hours away, #bestdadever, Savvy and her dad are very close, as she calls her father no less than 10 times a day. Her dad wishes this number of calls was a joke. Savvy is a junior majoring in graphic design. She hopes to rule the world through web design. Her creativity and imagination constantly has her friends rolling their eyes and making remarks like, "What an art major." Savvy is honored to represent Kane's College of the Arts tonight. Savvy hopes that through the wonderful organization of Miss USU, she will be able to help her friends, family, peers, and USU community feel heard, seen, safe, and cared for.
Woo! Hi, Savvy. Hi. So, we are curious to know what your platform is and how would this specific platform help fulfill your potential role as Miss USU? Yes, go ahead. You got it.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm very nervous. 2 years, 1 month, and 14 days ago, I was hospitalized for a suicide attempt. But I was lucky and I survived. Thanks to my amazing support system, my friends, my family, medical professionals, and mental health medication. I tell you this story now not to make you sad, but to do my part in stopping the stigma of mental health and mental health medication. Now, you might ask, how are you gonna stop the stigma further in USU? Well, I have some ideas for some potential events or activities to involve the campus, including an alum panel where we have past Aggies and even present Aggies who struggle or have struggled with mental health illness. Come talk with the students, and people can ask anonymous questions about mental health, how they dealt with their mental health, and how they were able to get through and survive. Another event I have in mind, as Miss Arts, I have to have some artistic fun. Do a fun paint night that is not only fun and expressive of yourself, but also as a resource night using CAPS, the Counseling and Psychological Services here on campus, as well as the Sorensen Center for Clinical Excellence to provide resources and educate the students who are in attendance, about what resources they have for them or anybody they know struggling. My hope with these events, and if I am to be picked as Miss USU, is to stop the stigma and be a person that people can talk to. No matter who they are, I personally want to be the one that people can say, I can go talk to Savvy. I can trust that she will listen to me and be there for me. I am an ally. I am here for every single one in this audience, everybody watching. And again, let's all stop the stigma. Let's start talking about it. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Savvy.
Now we have Miss Agriculture, Miss Katie Varga.
Tonight, Katie is being escorted by her best friend, Tristan. Katie is a freshman and is majoring in agriculture communication and double majoring in journalism with an emphasis in broadcast. She's a dance teacher at a local dance studio and also works for USU Student Media, which she absolutely loves. Katie loves Utah State and could not see herself anywhere else, neither can I. Both her parents and grandparents met at Utah State, so she got to continue on that legacy. She loves her pet chickens as much as she loves her dogs, and knows that as much as her mom says she doesn't like the chickens, she secretly really does love them. Her favorite things to do are go on picnics, go shopping, and make memories with her friends. She's a huge mama's girl, and this year she has learned to love the importance of nutrition and working out, just as her mom has always taught her. She's so grateful for the opportunities that the Miss USU program brings and hopes to be able to use it to grow, help others, and influence the campus. Give it up for Katie Varga.
Hi, Katie. Thank you for your participation tonight. Will you please tell us about your platform and how it has personally affected your student life here at USU?
Of course. So my platform is all about promoting physical health for students and helping them understand what resources we have on campus because we have so many amazing ones here. This includes helping students eat healthy and also getting them physically active. With eating healthy, it's good, healthy food is very expensive for college students because we're broke. So one resource that we have that I absolutely love is Snack, and I feel like not enough people know about it. And I've seen what they do, and I'm not a part of them, but I envy them for everything they're doing. And I think that's important to have students know that they can go get free healthy food there for any kids that's struggling with that. And then the other thing is having more activities that students can attend, things maybe like spike ball on the quad or something like that where students can get social and get physically active. In my life, this has been so important because when I first came to college, I was very stressed and very overwhelmed, and it was hurting my mental health, but I remembered everything my mom had always implemented in my life, which was eating healthy and getting physically active. And once I started doing those things, I saw a huge difference in my life. And I want all the students here at USU to be able to have those resources and not have to worry about getting healthy food and for those that don't want to go to the gym, they'll have other places to go, like do fun things on the quad. So yeah, physical health it's very important to me.
Awesome,
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Next, we have Miss Business, Alexis Gordon.
Tonight, Alexis is being escorted by her good friend, Cooper Page. Alexis loves traveling to new cities, teaching high fitness, having kitchen dance parties with people she loves, and going to the beach. She is majoring in marketing with a minor in entrepreneurship. Her career goals include building and designing her own fashion brand, writing a New York Times best-selling book, and starting a nonprofit organization that sponsors families through their IVF and adoption journeys. Alexis feels home at Utah State, knowing that her grandparents were both USU graduates and feels proud to carry on their legacy of being part of the Aggie family. She loves the beauty of the Utah State campus as well as all the incredible people she has been able to meet during her freshman year. She is thrilled for the opportunity to represent the Huntsman School of Business, and she hopes to be able to leave a positive mark in the lives of her fellow Aggies.
Hello, Alexis.
Hello.
So, what is your platform, and how has this platform influenced yours and your family's life?
So my platform focuses on emotional health and using exercise as a tool to create and maintain a positive state of emotional health. I want to be able to help change the mindset behind why we work out. I feel like there's a lot of pressure put on working out to look a certain way when we should be focusing on the emotional benefits that come from working out. When you exercise, you create those happy endorphins that wouldn't otherwise be released. These cause your mood to be better, your stress levels to go down, and also help you sleep better. Keeping positive emotional health requires consistency. So this means finding activities that you enjoy doing and you look forward to. Working out does not have to be endless hours spent at the gym grilling yourself. You can go on a walk with friends, form a hiking club, try kickboxing, and if you're really feeling it, pretend to be the sixth member of the Spice Girls and dance your heart out a little bit. Campus has so many amazing resources to help accomplish this goal. My family has been brought together through dance parties that get our endorphins up, as well as beach games and a lot of other things I really cherish as memories. Campus has several active clubs that focus on being outside, as well as getting to know fellow Aggies, and my hopes in doing this are to build our Aggie family up and build community among our students. I really want to help people find a healthy outlet that they enjoy and help them feel excellent about themselves. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Up now, we have Miss Chas, Miss Annie Romano.
Tonight, Annie is being escorted by her good pal Austin, who is her go-to guy for a ride home after a medical procedure, fast food runs, and making sure Annie's apartment had flowers for her and her roommates on Valentine's Day. That's so sweet, Austin. Annie is from Henderson, Nevada, and comes from a family of 10 kids. She is especially close with her mom and four of her little sisters, who she absolutely adores. She's finishing her first year in the Master of Social Work program and has a bachelor's degree in psychology from USU. Annie decided to attend Utah State as her grandparents met here at a dance on campus where her grandpa was the DJ. Annie wants to be a clinical social worker and provide one-on-one therapy with individuals of all ages. She has a firm belief that once you hear someone's story, you can't help but love them. Annie loves how inclusive Utah State is and how lucky she was to find good friends her freshman year that have lasted these past 4 years. She wants to express her gratitude to her daddy issues for making her into the baddie she is today. And to everyone who's been part of making Miss USU happen. Give it up for Annie Romano.
Hello, how are you? Yep.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. We are curious to know what your platform is and how this specific platform would help fulfill your potential role as Miss USU.
Absolutely. 64%, 30,000 students. This is the number of students out of 48,000 surveyed who reported feeling very lonely in the past 12 months, according to the Foundation for Art and Healing. Students also reported feeling overwhelming anxiety, very sad, and that things were hopeless. Nearly 12% of these students seriously considered suicide. Loneliness is an epidemic that we are just beginning to have conversations about. Here at USU, we have some great resources available for students who struggle with mental health and the effects of isolation. But some students may be nervous to seek help from a licensed clinician, and group interventions might just not be a good fit for the student. With my platform, I would love to have the opportunity to connect our campus like never before. I was moved last week when the Hello Walk activity was announced. This is exactly along the lines of what I want to do for our school. One of my big ideas actually came from my past year working as a student-athlete mentor on campus. Many freshmen and transfer student athletes are put into the mentoring program for at least one semester so we can ensure their academic, social, and personal success and their transitioning into college. Student mentors, such as myself, meet with these athletes at least once a week for about an hour, and we can talk about questions, concerns they might have, and they're given a space to share their daily joys and successes. Creating a program such as mentoring, where every Aggie has access to one-on-one support from a fellow student, is what I believe will help us to reduce loneliness at USU. If awarded this incredible title of Miss USU, I would put my best foot forward and get to work with our fantastic team of students on this idea and others. While much time is spent talking about problems, I want to talk about solutions. I'm so grateful for the time that I've had to represent CHAS, and I want every Aggie to know that they belong, they are loved, and that they will always have a place here. Thank you.
Thank you.
so much. Next, we have Miss Diversity, Tracy Soto.
Tonight, Tracy Soto is being escorted by her brother, Laz Soto. She is very close to all of her younger siblings and loves having bro nights with them, which consist of movie or video game nights. She loves being a first-time aunt to Lydia, and because she is so close to her, Tracy can quote the entire Moana movie by heart. You're welcome. Tracy is a freshman majoring in social work, a proud member of the Kappa Delta sorority, and is a mental health advocate. She is currently the LXU president and a proud Mexican American with the love of her culture and pride of the strength it gives to her. She works with and helps promote I Don't Mind, which is a foundation for mental health across America. Her role models are the Queen of Tex-Mex, Selena Quintanilla, her mother, Brenda Soto, and the incredible Wonder Woman, Diana Prince, because of their confidence, strength, compassion, and example. She loves and admires what Miss USU can do to many on and off the campus and expects no less than impacting many through the Aggie community. She doesn't just believe a powerful woman can change the world, she knows it. Let's give it up for Tracy.
Hello, Tracy. Hello, everyone. We are curious, what is your platform and how do you think this stance has helped your personal growth?
Well, my platform is acceptance of diversity. These last few years throughout the country, we have seen a lot of pretty much attacks on different backgrounds of individuals, of no matter what you believed or who you loved or anything like that. And so with everything going on, I definitely want that to end, and especially here at Utah State University. Thankfully, we don't see, at least I personally have not seen that to me, but I would love that we'll be able to do that here at Utah State, where we are so accepting, where we get to love one another, where we get to see the cultures of so many individuals and get to know where they come from, how they grew up the way that they did, and get to understand why it's important to be an ally to the Asian community, to the Latinx community, to the Black community, no matter what community you belong to. And I honestly believe that Utah State could do it. We could do that through like a week of just an entire week where we end up celebrating the cultures. It doesn't matter if it's from your ancestors or it's from where you come from, where we're just going to get to understand the culture a little bit more. And in that way, everybody in the country, everybody here in Utah or in Logan will get to see Utah State as an example throughout the nation of what it's like to be a true Aggie family, where we get to love one another and to stand up for one another no matter what their beliefs are. And so for me personally, I have grown up with a family that I love and adore, where they taught me to love no matter where you're from, no matter what your background is. You get to love and defend them. So I truly believe that this has become very passionate for me because I am Mexican American and I'm very proud of it, and I'm very proud to represent my country and to represent every single one of you to say, you know what, Utah State is a family and we can do anything if we put our minds into it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next we have Miss Education, Gracie Watterson.
Gracie is being escorted by her mom and dad. They have been the greatest example of love to her, and she has enjoyed being the third parent with them. Gracie's mom, Christine, is the definition of selflessness and has taught Gracie to have patience, forgiveness, and how to love those around her. Rob has shown Gracie how to secretly throw elbows in basketball games, the names of all the different kinds of tools, and what to look for in a future husband. He is the hardest working man she knows, and she is forever thankful for his example to her. Gracie is a junior majoring in communicative disorders and deaf education. Eventually, she wants to run her own speech pathology practice and be the cool mom at PTA meetings. Her future profession is inspired by the life of her youngest brother. He is special needs and her very favorite human alive. All of Gracie's jobs, working with the coolest kids, and her brother's own struggle to be understood have led her here to represent Miss Education. Gracie loves playing basketball and volleyball and never passes up an opportunity to clean the sink at Angie's. Gracie is a second-generation Aggie and loves USU and Logan with her whole heart. Gracie is thrilled to be a part of Miss USU's program and hopes to use this platform to inspire others and make a change. Go Aggies.
Hello, Gracie.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Good. So, thank you so much for your participation in tonight's pageant. Please tell us all about your platform and how it has personally affected your life here at USU.
I would love to. I was so excited to find out just how much of an impact we can make if we're given the opportunity to represent Miss USU. I thought for so long about what I wanted to address, and I have to give some props to Rob. He helped me come up with Kindness Cures. I've always been the biggest advocate of kindness because I've been on the receiving end of that quick, genuine compliment of someone just walking past and had it completely flip my day around. But I've also been able to see firsthand just how much power our words have and just how much we can choose to use them for good. I think the biggest thing I've learned while being here in college is that every single person around us is going through something, whether they want to talk about it or not. The raddest quote by Boyd K. Packer says, "The only people I know who don't have any problems are the people I don't know very well." With kindness, we also have the ability to connect with others, and this is something we've been kind of taken away from with COVID, and I hope to really get USU involved and make those connections. I'm the biggest advocate that the coolest thing we can do as humans is make the people around us feel special, and there's no reason why we shouldn't start doing that at Utah State. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, we have Miss Engineering, Allison Sinkmars.
Tonight, Allie is being escorted by her father, Guy. She has always looked up to her dad and has been a daddy's girl for as long as she can remember. As a young girl, she loved helping her dad load up the motorhome and spending days at work with him, and always jumped at the opportunity to spend more time with her dad, even if that meant rewriting his whiteboard at work because you couldn't read his handwriting. Allie is very family-oriented and adores her mom more than anything, so much that she can't go more than a day without calling her at least twice. Marie is very selfless, and that's a quality that Allie has inherited. Allie is a sophomore, majoring in civil engineering and minoring in math. Eventually, she wants to start her own engineering firm and take after her dad. She is involved on campus and loves math and science, which explains why she is running for Miss Engineering. This last year, she had the opportunity to be on the HERD PR and Marketing Committee and loves every minute of it. Her love for Utah State is greater than her love for poutine, which says a lot if you know Allie. She is in the process of recruiting her favorite little sister, Leah, to join the Aggie family. Utah State has also brought her best friend, Emmy, who claims it's going to be very hard to find a guy that treats her better than she does. Allie has gone to almost all the football games, basketball, and especially the hockey games, as she is a proud Canadian. She loves what the Miss USU program has to offer and hopes to continue making an impact on others here on campus through her platform. Let's give it up for Allison.
Hi, Allie. So, can you tell us about your platform and how you think it will influence your younger sisters along with other future Aggies in choosing USU as their future school?
Yeah. Hi. This is very nerve-wracking for me. But my platform is basically just promoting self-defense here on campus and knowing that you have a place to go and that you do and can be educated. I want to be able to break the stigma that many girls here on campus have of, oh, he's just a boy, he's a college boy, it doesn't matter, he's thinking with his parts rather than with his brain. It's always been so important to me to know that I'm safe wherever I'm at on campus, regardless of if that's walking from one side of campus to another, going to a party, or just hanging out with simple friends. I want to know that I'm able to get out of sticky situations on my own, and as you guys have seen in my karate video, I'm more than capable of doing that, and I want other people to also know that they are able to do that. So with my platform, I would love to be able to make sure that everybody who is willing to learn has a chance to learn the self-defense that I was taught. I've been teaching karate the last 4 years, and I had the lucky chance of being able to work for my dojo and travel and get to know and learn some really awesome things, and I'd love to be able to share that with everybody here at Utah State, let alone just my friends and family. To answer your second question of how I want to prepare my sister, she lives with me, so she knows that I expect a lot from her, and that I always have her stand at her highest potential and to never let anybody come in between her and her knowledge of her worth, and to know that she can do anything she sets her mind to, regardless of if that's in school, if that's in cheer, or anything that she does. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Miss Greek, Miss Carrie Hughes.
Tonight, Carrie is being escorted by the president of Pi Kappa Alpha Fraternity. If that's not a tongue twister, I don't know what is. Grady Johnson. Carrie Hughes is a sophomore and a double major in business management and psychology. She hopes to one day create her own company that emphasizes women's health and trauma recovery. In the last 2 years at Utah State, Carrie has become involved in the Honor Student Program, the Pre-Med Club, the Huntsman Business Leadership Program, and of course, her beloved Kappa Delta sorority, where she currently holds a vice president position and oversees all public relations. Carrie was inspired by the Miss USU program and wants to take this opportunity to uplift and inspire others around her in return. When Carrie is serving others, she finds meaning and purpose in her life. She aspires to instill once again the same sense of purpose and belonging to our campus after many months of feeling isolated. Nothing has meant more to her in recent years than our Aggie families. Go Aggies.
Hello, Carrie. Will you please tell us about your platform and how it connects to the values we hold here at USU?
Absolutely, thank
you.
you. Several months ago, I was on a drive with my dad up Logan Canyon. I wanted to confide in him about a lot of the disappointments that I was feeling with all of the changes and limitations and restrictions that have occurred because of the COVID-19 global pandemic. I confided in him and told him how I was feeling unhappy and unsatisfied, and I asked him, why am I not happy? Why don't I feel like I belong here anymore? Isn't life about being happy? And he said something that will stick with me for the rest of my life. He said, sweetheart, I don't think life is about being happy all the time. I think life is about having purpose and finding meaning. And this brought me so much comfort, and it challenged me to rethink how I find value in my life. And nothing has brought me greater purpose or greater meaning than serving others, which is something I know we value very strongly here at Utah State. Being a member of Greek Life, I've had a wonderful opportunity to work very closely with many charitable organizations and nonprofit organizations, both locally and nationally. This is what my platform is all about. I would love to reinstill this sense of Aggie family, belonging, and purpose by revitalizing the Aggie family through service. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next, we have Miss Involvement, Clara Alder.
Tonight, Clara is escorted by USU's student body president, Lucas Stevens. Clara cherishes the relationships she has gained through involvement and appreciates everyone's uniqueness. Her involvement journey started with not being accepted into many USUSA committees after applying 3 different times. Clara has since become a member of the Student Alumni Association, where she created the Leave a Legacy campaign, has oriented freshmen as an A-team peer mentor, and is now running events like Homecoming Week and High Stakes Bingo as the new US-USA Traditions Director. She's studying psychology and actively participates in the university's honors program and Psychology Honor Society, Psi Chi. Clara is never afraid to show her moves at a dance party, on the Jumbotron, or while starting a mosh pit at Pobev. She has 16 years of modern dance training and even spent time in New York dancing with Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. Catch her boogieing down at campus after finals. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Involvement, Miss Clara Alder.
Hi, Clara. So, tell us what your platform is and how it has impacted your personal growth.
Perfect. Thank you, Liza, and thank you, Kaden. One thing that has impacted my growth here at Utah State is the connections that I've made with other people. And one thing that's also impacted me is something that my dad has told me all growing up, and that is everybody has a name and everybody has a story. I am here in front of you today because I have been personally touched by all of the stories that I have learned from other people. And I truly believe that everybody has a name and everybody has a story that is worth telling. As Miss USU, I want to celebrate the stories of many Aggies. And I want to appoint 4 members from the Student Alumni Association and students from statewide campuses to be the directors and leaders of the Aggie Stories Project. Now, this project will be one where these directors and leaders will go and meet one new person a week and learn their name and learn their story and take a picture of their shoes. Not a picture of their face, not a picture of their body, not a picture of their hands, but their shoes. We will then post a picture on a populated USU Instagram twice a week, and we'll post the picture of the shoes and their story along with a small piece of art, so when you see the entire social media page, it'll be a beautiful line connecting the stories. I want to start this in the summer and end this around homecoming week. I'd love to partner with the Kane College of Arts art department and have an art installation proudly presented on campus so that everyone can see the stories. This piece of art that will be on campus will not only encapsulate the current stories that we've collected, but it will allow an opportunity for all students to come and take a Polaroid picture of their shoes and share their story. I want to share all stories. Stories that are simple, stories that are hard, stories that are real, because stories are powerful. Each person has so much within them, and it will teach us so many things. And more importantly, stories help us grow. One thing that's magical about Utah State is that there is a place for everyone. From the loudest extroverts to the quietest introverts, there is a place. We are the storytellers, and we have stories to tell. As Miss USU, I want to not only show off the beautiful, vibrant community that we call Utah State, but the stories of the individuals of this place that we call home. Because everybody has a story, and everybody has a name, and these are stories that are worth sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. Up next, we have Miss Natural Resources, Miss Bailey Whirling.
Tonight, Bailey is escorted by her literal day one, her best friend and her rock, her mom, Vicky. Bailey is a 5th-year student here at Utah State and is pursuing dual majors in bioveterinary sciences and conservation restoration ecology, as well as dual majors in biology and chemistry. The role of Miss Natural Resources fits her well, as she is an avid outdoor enthusiast and can't wait to spend her summer hiking and camping with her friends. She's also extremely passionate about caring for animals and hopes to work for a wildlife rehabilitation sanctuary someday. As an active member of Kappa Delta Sorority, USUSA Activities Committee, and USUSA Traditions Committee, all while juggling 18 credits, she's one of the busiest Aggies you'll ever meet. But that does not stop her from making time to be with her friends who have become like family to her. There's nothing she loves more than being a true-blooded Aggie and is beyond excited for the opportunity to participate in Miss USU tonight. She hopes that no matter what, she'll make a difference at Utah State and leave a legacy behind her after she graduates next spring.
Hello, Bailey. Will you please tell us about your platform and how it will leave a legacy at Utah State and the beautiful outdoors of Logan?
Absolutely, I would love to. So my platform is centered around empowering connection through vulnerability. Like we've heard a lot from a lot of other contestants, we've all felt and witnessed the loss of connection in our lives over this last year. And as Miss USU, what I want to do is I want to offer the necessary tools to students and to faculty to help them build real strong, powerful connections with themselves so that they can go forth and build really strong, powerful connections with others as well. Throughout my life, I've been fortunate enough to experience some really incredible and life-changing leadership opportunities that taught me a very important lesson. Being able to be vulnerable with yourself and with others is not easy, but it is powerful. Vulnerability can look like a lot of different things. It can be as simple as calling a friend and saying, hey, I'm having a really bad day, can we go grab lunch? Or it can be having more difficult conversations and setting boundaries with someone you care about. Vulnerability is all about taking accountability for your actions, and it can even look like telling the cute person in your Zoom class how you feel about them and asking them on a date. If I were to be the next Miss USU, I would love to bring in the opportunities I've had in my life and share them with students and faculty here so that they may also have the opportunity to participate and learn the very powerful lessons about vulnerability that I have in my life. Like we mentioned earlier, Utah State just barely rolled out the Aggie Say Hello program, which I think is an incredible initiative that really helps build connections on campus and in our own lives. And I would love to partner with that and really help it take form and really help give it some oomph throughout the next couple years. I'd also really love to bring in some powerful TED Talk speakers to our next TEDx event here at Utah State, as well as partnering with CAPS and the Student Wellness Center to create some really powerful, fun, and engaging activities for faculty and students to really learn the powers of vulnerability so they can create connections with themselves and again, take that power and create really meaningful connections with others. Being vulnerable is terrifying and it's really uncomfortable to any degree, but we don't grow when we're comfortable. And at the end of the day, as humans, we thrive on connection, so why not take the courage and be vulnerable and build those connections to be really genuine and deep and last a lifetime. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next, we have Miss SIA, Miss Sadie Stevens.
Tonight, Sadie is being escorted by her boyfriend, Caden Priest. Although she's never lived on a potato farm, she's an Idaho girl through and through. When she's not studying, you can find her in the mountains with her fishing pole and a tent. However, Sadie is on campus often as she pursues majors in marketing and strategy, as well as health education and promotion with an emphasis in health sciences. Following graduation, she plans to attend physician's assistant school and specialize in women's health. Eventually, the dream is to set up a sister OBGYN clinic in an underserved country where she can assist with prenatal care. She is also passionate about connecting past, present, and future Aggies, which perfectly explains why she is representing the Student Alumni Association here tonight. She is a blue-blooded Gwaggie through and through and hopes to work as Miss USU alongside fellow Aggies as they create an inclusive, loving, and beautiful future for all. Let's give it up for Miss Sadie Stevens.
Hi, Sadie.
Hi, friends.
So what is your platform and how did your passion for it come to be?
Absolutely. Throughout my life, I have had meaningful conversations with strangers, friends, and family members, all of which who live with suicidal ideologies. For me and my own inner self, I have often sought refuge in nature. Yale released a study that states as we spend 120 minutes in nature per week, our blood pressure and our stress hormones decrease. That's why I want to create an immersive nature room here on campus with floor-to-ceiling plants in which students can come and water those plants They can sit, they can study, they can read, they can think, they can feel, or they don't need to feel anything at all. They can just simply exist because there's still power in existence. Earlier this year, one of my friends died by suicide. Following their death, all I could think was, could I have done more? And honestly, I don't have the answer to that. But what I do know is I felt my feelings were invalid and irrelevant, and I had nowhere to go for help. Because it's hard to ask for help as you live with suicidal ideologies. It's hard to ask for help as you are affected by those who live with suicidal ideologies. However, the European Research Council funded a project and a study in the Netherlands in which they found correlation between green spaces and suicide rates. They found that as you increase green space, your suicide rates decrease. I believe we can powerfully implement that here at USU. Students should have the opportunity to feel they belong, which is why I reached out to Dr. Jessica Shad of the Sociology Department, who is currently studying suicide in rural Utah, as well as the College of Natural Resources. With their powerful endorsement, I believe we can make a powerful change here on campus. Every Aggie family member belongs, and every Aggie family member deserves to feel they belong. And that's why I represent the platform of suicide prevention and awareness. Thank you.
Thank you. Up now we have Miss Science, Miss Brittany Miller.
Tonight, Brittany is being escorted by her dad, John. She has always and will always be a daddy's girl. She loves ballroom and country swing dancing, playing music and sports. She did gymnastics for over 15 years, but has now focused on using those skills to do aerial silks. Brittany is majoring in mathematics and statistics education and is excited to make a difference in high school students' lives. Brittany came to USU on a tour, and it was love at first sight. She loves the special community feeling that is on campus. Brittany decided to push herself out of her comfort zone and compete in Miss USU to make a difference here at Utah State. She is campaigning for increased awareness and utilization of service opportunities. She knows that serving others has a positive impact on mental health, as well as an enhanced feeling of community and belonging at Utah State. Give it up for Brittany Miller.
Hello, Brittany. Thank you for your participation here tonight. Will you please tell us all about your platform and how it will impact current students along with the future Aggies and alumni?
Of course, thank you. My platform is improving mental health through acts of service. This is especially important for me because the summer after my freshman year of college, I got really sick. So sick, I had to drop out of college for a good 2 years, while we were figuring things out and then ultimately recovering. Through that all, I had amazing support, but I was in almost constant pain, and I had a lot of side effects of depression and anxiety, and I felt so alone and in so much pain. Even though I had an amazing support system, the one thing that could consistently help me feel like myself, feel okay, and to get out of the bed in the morning was serving others. I had the most amazing opportunity to go to a nursing home every week for 2 years, and we would just go sing to the residents and converse with them one-on-one, and I cannot tell you the difference it made in my life. I often, at the beginning, I was having a hard time even wanting to go because I was in pain, I didn't want to leave. But I felt like I had to go because I was in charge, so therefore I went. But within a short period of time, I fell in love with the residents. I wanted to hear Helen sing with us. I wanted to see Larry smile. And I realized that every time I left the nursing home, I was beaming. I was so happy. I had energy. And it was a stark contrast from when I went in. We have amazing opportunities at Utah State for serving others, but I think students often underutilize it. We have so many clubs and organizations, but I think there's a stigma attached to service, that it's a one and done kind of thing. You do your part, You feel good about yourself and you get out. But there's something truly powerful about long-term service and reaching out to the community. I know that as we turn to others, we'll be able to forget ourselves, and then we can find ourselves, and we can find other communities and friends. I want to campaign for increased service opportunities, but also utilization of that. I want people to know about all the amazing things on campus. I want a week where we can just focus 100% on service and to look outside of ourselves. I would love to have an opportunity for students to really have long-term service so that they can be able to get to know people in a new way. I want them to have fun while they're doing it. I want to have a service blitz where we can have a little friendly competition, just reaching out to our community. And I know as we do this, we will be able to improve each and every one of our mental health. Thank you.
Thank you. So that concludes tonight's session of the formal wear. Let's hear it one more time for each of our amazing contestants. Okay, so while the judges are tabulating the scores, we are pleased to welcome to the stage the 2020 Miss USU, Miss Ellie Willard. Hello.
Hi, Ellie.
Hi, you guys. How are you?
Good. All right.
It's been a long time, but not that long since I was standing right here.
So, we have some questions.
Absolutely.
So, what was your experience this past year being Miss USU, and how has it impacted the university and your personal growth?
Yes. So, this last year's Miss USU has been an incredible experience. It's really been a great opportunity to connect to individuals and to interact with a portion of the university that I've never interacted with before. And one of the things I noticed in all of the other women's platforms and campaigns that they want to promote is a need for unity and connection and service and love in our university campus. So one thing I want everybody to do right now, I want everyone to pull out their phone, think of the first person that comes to your mind and send them a text telling them you're thinking about them, that you love them, that you care about them. It's obvious that in our community, we need more connection, we need more love. So I would love for all of you to do that right now. Yes, I love it. When you've done that, give me like a hoopla or something.
Let's hear some noise out there.
Okay, we got some hooplas. Some people have sent some text messages. That's great. As my experience with Miss USU, I was able to put on a week of service that was specifically about connecting students with each other. And the great part about that, on a personal level, is that it forced me out of my comfort zone every single day to get to know new people, to get to do new things, and ultimately, like the video we saw earlier, it's amazing what a small compliment can do to people. So that's really seeing the impact that one individual can have on a greater community was the biggest benefit for me personally.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. So while we continue to wait for the scores, we are now going to watch your talent from last year. In case anyone remembers it, you'll see it again. So let's give it up for Miss Ellie Willard's talent.
Woo!
Three, two, one.
We're soaring, flying. There's not a star in heaven that we can't reach.
If we're trying, so we're breaking free.
You know the world can see us in a way that's different than who we are.
Creating space between us till we're separate hearts. But your faith, it gives me strength, strength to believe.
We're breaking
We're
free.
soaring, flying. There's not a star
awesome. Thank you for sharing your talent again with us this year. The scores are still being tabulated, so we're just gonna hang tight for a few minutes while we wait on those. Thank you.
All right, guys, the results are in. Thank you for everyone coming to tonight's event. It has been such a fun and successful night, and we appreciate all of your participation. Let's welcome out all of our contestants for one last time.
Thank you all for your participation tonight. We love seeing how talented our students here at USU are. Before we announce the winners tonight, we would like to remind everyone to please exit the building following the conclusion of this event, and you are welcome to take pictures outside with the contestants, but please do not come up here on the stage. Thank you.
Now for the awards. For our first award, we have the Miss Congeniality. All right, everybody, give me a little drum roll. Just do it. For our Miss Congeniality Award, we have Annie Romano.
Next up is the People's Choice Award. And the winner of the People's Choice is Miss Alexis Gordon.
All right, next up is the second runner-up. Come on, Katie. All right, we have Katie Varga.
And the first runner-up of Miss USU is Miss Carrie Hughes. Awesome. Let's give each of our contestants one more round of applause before we announce Miss USU. We would like to welcome to the stage now Mr. Travis Hall to announce Miss USU 2021. He has generously provided this beautiful crown for tonight's winner from S.E. Needham Jewelers. We would like to thank them and their participation over the years for their help. Let's turn the time over to Mr. Travis Hall.
So on behalf of all the judges and S.E. Needham Jewelers as well, we're proud to present this tiara and also the winner of Miss USU 2021 to Miss Clara Alder.
Congratulations, Miss Clara Alder. Thank you all for coming tonight. Let's hear it one more time for these amazing ladies.
Thank you for coming. We will see you all next year, and you are welcome to leave and take pictures outside with all of these beautiful ladies.
job.